It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point guard. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Durant dishes to Pachulia. It's Curry with the drive. And Thompson kicks to Green. And the three off target.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again. Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
And a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Here's LeBron. Look at that.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Irving. Offensive rebound. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry with a wide open look. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. From downtown, Thompson with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Cleveland leading by 3. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The drive by James. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Off target there with the little leaner.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
And the shot is good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Oh! Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Offensive rebound. Pachulia. Thompson passes to Green. They shoot again. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Shumpert. Cannot hit. So Golden State will take it the other way.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. And Jefferson sends it back.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
There's Williams with the 3. The shot is off. Great tee that time from Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Williams against Curry. Left side Williams. Wow, way off on that one. Thompson. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration
comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player, first off at 8 years.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Jefferson, and it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kicks to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Livingston dishes to Bergeron, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
Really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Now the feed to West. Down low. Iguodala. No good. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by West. Livingston's got his first bucket in this one.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejao.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Livingston, no luck. The Cavaliers have gone a nice 3-of-3 to start the second. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Williams is checked in for Cleveland.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And Thompson kicks to Love. The kick out to Williams. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That is his first foul of the game.
Hey.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And for the Warriors, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Livingston kicks it to West. The pass to Varejao. Iguodala with it. Jefferson picks him up. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. The Cavaliers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Ahead, Williams passes to Irving. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Curry dishes to Green. It's Durant on the wing. It's Curry outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Beyond the arc. Shumpert, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Durant. Thompson in the corner. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Curry attacking out to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Look from Green. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Finished off the break. Green's got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet, up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Jefferson's checked in for Shumpert. And McRae's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Durant.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here's Fry for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you're talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10" with a 7'5" arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. The Warriors have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. The free throw drops for Pachulia.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. The drive by Green. Curry outside. Curry's got 15 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Williams for 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter.
Thank you, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points and 2 rebounds. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And Thompson kicks to Irving, launches it, and the shot is good. Irving's got 11.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous.
Oh, my goodness, he's just getting nasty on him now.
Wow. Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Goes up the baseline. Again, Irving missing.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And here we go. It's deflected. Green with the block. Durant up top. James covering. Pachulia. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
And LeBron James with the third. James has got 14 points for the game.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Williams with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Back to Williams. Now, here's Fry, defended by Durant. No good from Fry. Warriors leading by 20. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
In 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Love check in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Pass to Dunleavy. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that one's on target from the wing.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
The drive by Thompson. It's deflected. Stolen by Durant. Here's Pachulia, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Thompson again missing.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Warriors leading by 22. To the paint and stolen by Fry. Pass to Dunleavy. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Here's Fry. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Fry's got 5 points so far.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Really left alone that time. That's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
From deep three-point range, and Mo Williams hits from deep.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And the Warriors with possession here. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Livingston lets it go from deep, and the shot is good. Clark's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Irving. There's the three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the trip.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Time now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Tristan Thompson is out there with Channing Frost. And it's Irving at the one spot.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
No good from Fry. Fry has gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Back to Iguodala, wide open. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
The Warriors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Timeout called. Cleveland. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are, Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Irving. Hits the target from 18 feet. Warriors leading by 22. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And he gets it to go.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 5 rebounds tonight on the wing. Thompson. That's not going to go for him. It's his 6th miss. He's 5 for 11. LeBron passes to Irving. The 10-footer. No good. Curry with some nice D.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
That's good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Durant, no good. Cavaliers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Irving drives in. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Here's Curry. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 15-6 run. From outside, off the mark. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The wide open look for Durant. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Cleveland. Here's Shumpert. Dishes it to LeBron. And he gets the bucket. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Green. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. McRae has come in for Shumpert, and it's Williams in for Irving. James checked in for Kevin Love. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson. Love comes in for Jefferson. Amon Shumpert's checked in for McRae. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Here's LeBron, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Curry with the 3. Can't hit. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
On the wing, Thompson. Lots of room. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And Irving throws it down.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note, Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for him.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 25. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Changing from Mike Dunn, Jordan McRae.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Stolen by Thompson. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Thanks, guys.
The 2K Sports post-game show.